Hi Tenfold, my name is Letu Kumalo and I'm from Soweto. May you guys kindly please help me with this question? Thank you.
Okay, another great question involving factorial and just interpreting categories and how many combinations you can make with them. So let's take a look at it. It says that Lesedi works at an office which has a uniform. Thank goodness I can wear whatever I want to work because uniforms, not my favorite thing in the world. So part of this uniform, he can wear either a black or grey pair of pants. Okay, so this is the pants category. A white, blue or black shirt. So this is the shirt category. And either a red, black, blue or grey tie. Okay, so we have 3 categories under his uniform. We've got, for pants, 2 options, black or grey. For shirts, we've got 3 options, white, blue or black. And for the tie color, we've got 4 options, red, black, blue or grey. Okay. So that is very important because that's going to help us decide combinations. So the first question says, how many possible uniform outfits can be made using the items of clothing given above? Now remember, when you have different categories and it says nothing about repetition or whether or not you can repeat clothing or colors or whatever, you take your categories and you multiply the options by each other. So the number of possible uniforms equal to the number of pants options multiplied by the number of shirt options multiplied by the number of tie options, which is equal to 2 different colored pairs of pants, 3 different colored shirts, and 4 different colored ties. So 2 multiplied by 3 is 6, multiplied by 4 is 24. So there are 24 uniform outfits. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Second, it says, what is the probability that Lesedi will wear his black pants, white shirt, and red tie? Okay, so this comes into the total number of things that you have in each category, okay? So, black pants, that is one option. Black pants. Okay, let me actually just use the probability. Okay, so the probability of him wearing his black pants is 1 out of 2 because he has 2 different colored pairs of pants that he can wear and he's choosing one specifically, the black pants. Probability of his white shirt, same idea, he's got 3 different colored shirts, remember? 3 from over here. But he's choosing specifically one of them. So it's going to be 1 out of 3 possible options. And lastly, the probability of him wearing his red tie. Remember, he has 4 different colors of tie, so it's 1 out of 4. Now, to find the probability that he wears all of these together, we are again going to multiply them together. So, probability of black pants, white shirt, and red tie is equal to 1/2 multiplied by 1/3 multiplied by 1/4, and that is going to give us 1 out of 24. 2 times 3 is 6, 6 times 4 is 24. Another way you could have looked at this, guys, remember we've calculated that there are 24 options in total for his uniforms. So you could have seen that this makes one complete option because he's chosen a specific pair of pants, chosen a specific shirt, and a specific color of tie. So this is one complete option. So you could have even just bypassed this whole probability calculation and said, this is one option out of 24 options. And so the probability equals 1 in 24. Okay, that's another way you could have looked at it. Thirdly, it says, what is the probability that Lesedi will wear his black shirt? Okay, so now this black shirt, when they're referring to one specific category, it has nothing to do with any of the other outfits. We're not saying, what is the probability of the black shirt and grey pants and red tie? It's just the black shirt. Remember, shirts he has 3 options. Or is it? No, he has 2 options. Let me check. No, 3 options. 3 options for shirts. So, probability of him wearing his black shirt is 1, because it's one specific choice out of 3 potential options. Nothing to do with any of the other outfits. You don't need to incorporate the 24 or any of these other 2 categories. Easy peasy. And lastly, it says, how many ways can the ties be arranged over 4 days without repeating any of the ties? Okay, so this is where it becomes a little bit tricky. Because remember, how many different color ties do we have? We have 4 different colored ties. So if I try and map this out, obviously on Monday, Tuesday, and it says 4 days, so it's going to go until Thursday. Says without repeating. Okay, so remember, if I say without repeating, it means that if he chooses a red tie to wear today, he cannot wear it for the rest of the days. So he has 4 different types of tie, right? If he chooses one color for one day, it's restricted to that day. He can't wear it again. So how many options does he have left of colors of ties? Obviously he has 3. Because if he had 4 in total, chooses one for one day, he has 3 left for the rest of the days. And then he chooses another one, 2 left, and another one, he's got 1 left, he has no choice because he cannot repeat the colors. Okay, so what you would do to map that out, obviously he has 4 options to choose from on the Monday. He's got his, let me double check the colors, red, black, blue, or gray tie. So he can choose any of the 4. So let's say he chooses the red one. He cannot use the red one over the rest of the day. So on Tuesday, he only has 3 options to choose from. Wednesday, he only has 2 because, wow, look at me being illiterate. 2 because he's already chosen 2 for the first 2 days. And lastly, he only has 1 option left on Thursday because he's not allowed to repeat any of the ties. Okay. Remember, when you're doing combinations like this, let me try and draw this out. If he chose red on the first day, day 1, after that, he could choose black, blue, or gray, or whatever the other colors were. Black, gray, and white. Okay, so from day 1, he has 1 option, or 4 options, because he could have either chosen red, blue, green, and white. This is just one example, so he has 4 options on day 1. Then from any of those 4 options, he could have chosen these 3. So he has 4 here, multiplied by another 3 options, so that's why we multiply. And then as the days go on, we're going to carry on getting to different branches, and then it's going to narrow down to 1 option. So remember, when you go along a branch on a tree diagram, you multiply. And that's why the multiply comes in. So the different ways his ties can be arranged over 4 days without repeating is 4 factorial. Remember what factorial means. Means 4 multiplied by the decreasing numbers going from it. So 4 multiplied by 3, by 2, by 1. So we're going to get 4 multiplied by 3 is 12, multiplied by 2 is 24, multiplied by 1 is just itself. And that is 24 ways that he can arrange his ties over 4 days without repeating any of the ties. Okay, so great second question. Thank you so much, Letty, for sending it in. It's that simple, guys. If you're struggling, WhatsApp us, hit us up even on our Facebook or on our app. We would love to help you out.